behind it. "Another house? A safe house?" He shook her by the shoulders and aimed her toward it. "That way! Just run, Rosie! Run!" Without looking back, she ran, like she'd never run before. That was the last time Rozeena saw her brother. Chapter 1. Now, 2019. Rozeena tightens her fingers around the mobile phone, but it slips down her damp palm. Her other hand flies up to meet it, pushing the phone back to her ear. "Your voice," she says, a bit breathless. "It's the same." She leans forward in her veranda chair, as if it'll bring her closer to him. Haaris laughs softly. "Well, I suppose it's the one thing that remains the same, Rosie." Her throat constricts at the nickname. Only elders or close friends call her Rosie. At 81, she doesn't have many left. "Is everything all right? Are you all right?" She frowns at the black and white tiles under her slippered feet. Yes, I'm well," he says. "Just finished breakfast. Around 9 o'clock in the morning here." In Minnesota. She's gotten a little news of him from friends of friends over the years, and now detects the slight change in his accent, from the British English Rozeena still speaks, to the harder R of the Americans in morning here. Her shoulders relax somewhat at hearing he's not calling from his deathbed, and she sits back in her polished rosewood chair. She hadn't recognized the number flashing on her screen when she'd answered the phone. A call with a U.S. country code could have been any one of her old colleagues or distant relatives. But it had been Haaris. She realizes the extent of her surprise as she wipes her hands, one by one, on her kameez. The soft cotton of her long blue tunic absorbs the moisture of her palms, but her heart still races, heating her from within. Reaching down, she plucks away the fabric of her shalwar from the backs of her knees. Her face feels damp as well, though Karachi's evening breeze is cool as always, even in July. She hasn't heard from Haaris in 54 years. Gusts from the Arabian Sea rush toward her, setting the giant palm branches into a powerful spin in the far corner of her garden. She lifts her face to the evening, calming herself to regain control. Silver strands of hair whip in the breeze, and she tries to shove them back into her low bun with one hand, but they resist. Let it go, she tells herself, and leaves them to dance on her cheeks. "I can hear the wind," Haaris says, incredulous. "I can actually hear the Karachi wind." She smiles. "Yes, it's as loud as ever, but only here, closer to the sea. The old neighborhood is congested now. Tall buildings and complexes of flats all built up where there were spacious houses. Our houses, she wants to say, but instead says, "I'll be going inside soon. It's past 7 o'clock in the evening here." She hopes her statement hurries him into explaining why he's called. The sun has already dropped low behind the line of tall, pencil-like ashok trees on the right side of her garden. Soon, the call to prayer will burst from loudspeakers at mosques near and far. 5 times a day, the azan thankfully drowns out the continuous buzzing of her neighbors' air conditioners. Beyond her boundary walls, all the new houses are giant 2-story sand-colored concrete boxes made wider and noisier by air conditioning units clinging to every side. Rozeena's single-story home, one of the older ones in this newer neighborhood, is well-balanced. The house that lies behind the veranda is equal in size to the garden that lies in front. "It's raining here today," Haaris says finally and quietly. "It's not a rainy state, Minnesota, but these days it's raining inside and out."